As expected with many large towns and cities, ghost stories and reports of hauntings are plentiful. However, often when we visit small villages or quiet market towns, we may be lucky enough to encounter a vague legend or talks of a ghost haunting a certain area. Tales, no doubt, passed down over generations and based on little fact. Here in Bungay, however, things couldn't be further from following this theme, with the town boasting a number of hauntings, from two old pubs said to be home to shades of former guests and highwaymen, a stretch of road where a phantom horse-drawn coach has been seen by motorists, and not to mention encounters with East Anglia's most renowned spectre, the Black Shuck. Today we intend to look in detail at a number of these supernatural stories, followed by investigating some of these places to see if we can also witness a ghost in what may be Suffolk's most haunted town.
Our journey starts in St Mary's churchyard with a legend involving one of the most well-known spectres in East Anglian folklore, the Black Shuck, a large black phantom dog that's been seen throughout the East Anglian countryside for many hundreds of years, its first mention being as far back as the 12th century. Those who have sighted the creature describe it as being black in colour with long shaggy fur, its size varying from that of a large dog to even a small calf. One of its more notable features are its red or sometimes green flaming eyes, being described as the size of saucers. In some accounts there is one large eye in the centre of its head, almost like that of a cyclops.
Probably one of the most well-known and now legendary encounters with the Black Shuck occurred here in St Mary's Church in the summer of 1577 when an almighty storm hit Bungay. Darkness, rain, hail, thunder and lightning as was never seen the like is how one local described it. Now a congregation had gathered here inside St Mary's Church where they prayed for mercy and salvation from the horrific storm, when all of a sudden the doors to the church burst open and in ran an enormous black dog. It charged around the church, attacking some unfortunate locals, when just as quickly as it appeared, it returned back through the doors from which it had come.
Not long after Shuck left and the storm subsided, the residents of Bungay were able to reflect on their terrifying encounter with what many believed to have been a visit from the devil himself. The church had also suffered in the storm, the tower being struck by lightning, the clock itself being smashed to pieces, many also believing this to have been the work of Shuck. Certainly, this is the most well-known legend involving the Black Shuck that is today still up for debate as to how much truth there is to the story. There are a number of accounts from people who actually witnessed the events unfold, so I think it's unwise to dismiss the story completely. I wonder if maybe an unusually large black dog, frightened by the storm, did indeed enter the church and in its panic began to attack the congregation, and over the years, along with the God-fearing superstitious nature of the people at the time, the story became embellished, intertwining itself with beliefs of evil and the devil.
It's also in St Mary's churchyard that what's become known as the Druid Stone can be found. This unusual rock could easily be mistaken for just another of the many gravestones dotted around the churchyard, but it's actually believed to be a glacial granite deposit from the last ice age. In the past, the stone was thought to have supernatural properties, and it was believed certainly by local children that if one were to dance around the stone at a certain time of year, the devil himself would appear. Now certainly I don't think we can attribute any truth to this old legend. However, with the Black Shuck supposedly having been seen in the same area, it does make you wonder if there's a loose link between the two legends, each seemingly referencing a visitation from the devil.
Within the churchyard itself lie the ruins of the old priory, which date back to around 1100. Over the years, this particular area of the churchyard has gained a reputation for being haunted, with people hearing the sound of ghostly chanting late at night, along with the echoes of church bells ringing out, despite them having been removed long ago. The nun-like figure that's also been seen gliding silently through the ruins here adds yet another layer to the supernatural history and ghost stories around Bungay.
Bungay Castle sits to the north of the town and today consists of the remains of the curtain wall, the twin towers of the gatehouse and a small portion of the keep. Now the castle itself was built around 1165 by a man named Hugh Bygod, who was the son of a Norman knight who chose to settle in England following the Norman invasion some 100 years prior. Unfortunately for Bygod, during the civil war of the mid-12th century, he rebelled against King Stephen, resulting in the castle being seized by the crown upon King Henry II's ascension to the throne, meaning he had to pay an enormous amount of money to buy his castle back. His ghost is today said to haunt these ruins. Fraught with such resentment at losing his beloved castle to the crown, he now refuses to leave, and if local legend is to be believed, his ghost sometimes takes the form of a large black dog, which I have to say shares a striking resemblance to our good friend we met at St Mary's Church, the Black Shuck.
After a morning of exploring the ever more intriguing town of Bungay, we urgently found ourselves in need of some refreshments, and what better place to stop off than at the old 3 Tons public house. A medium once visited the pub and declared it was haunted by at least 20 spirits, ranging from former landlords, a monk, and even a maid who is thought to have died here. The foundations and cellar, which are believed to have been linked to Bungay Castle, were laid in 1540, and after a great fire in 1688 which destroyed the original building, the second incarnation was constructed in its place, which still stands today. The building served multiple uses over the years, from a post office, a courtroom, but most notably as a public house. Of the supposed 20 ghosts here, some have made themselves more known than others. In the cellar is believed to be the spirit of a lady named Elizabeth, who after committing a theft was chained up and starved to death down here, her spirit apparently never leaving. Upstairs, many people have reported strange feelings, believed to be connected to an 18-year-old boy named Rex, who allegedly hung himself on the landing after finding out his girlfriend was having an affair. In the bar area, poltergeist activity has been experienced, some speculating this to be the work of a long-deceased highwayman named Tom Hardy, who used to frequent here.
Just over the road from the 3 Tons is the former King's Head Hotel, which has sat empty since 2012. Now, the original building was constructed in the 16th century, but suffered the same fate as the 3 Tons, being destroyed by the Great Fire of 1688, leading to the construction of the present building.
Reports of haunting in the building are quite limited, but I'm led to believe that a few paranormal investigations may have been undertaken here whilst the building was still in use. However, if they were, I've been unable to locate any reports from them or any further mentions.
Following the pub's closure in 2012, the building was purchased by the Bungay Castle Trust, who had hoped to turn it into a community centre and museum, but for reasons never made public, this didn't happen, and the building went back on the market before being bought by a waste management company from Beccles, who had hoped to renovate the building and turn it into 6 apartments, but the plans were rejected by the town council. For now at least, the future of this historic building remains uncertain, and only time will tell if renovation works undertaken here release any spiritual energies trapped within its old walls.
This rather unassuming stretch of road towards the north of the town has also been unable to escape Bungay's seemingly endless supply of ghost stories, for it's here at Lion's Grave that a ghostly coach drawn by a team of horses has been seen by drivers, many of whom have swerved to avoid the unusual sight. Interestingly, if rumours are to be believed, the coach is either seen or heard, but never both. Personally, I'm not sure what's more chilling, the deafening sound of an invisible horse-drawn coach tearing past, or the silent spectre gliding by before vanishing into the mists. Three miles southwest of the town itself sits the now derelict site of RAF Bungay. We've investigated a number of RAF bases over the years, many of which being in East Anglia, but for whatever reason, RAF Bungay somehow slipped under our radar. Today, there aren't many buildings left, but this certainly hasn't stopped a few other paranormal groups from conducting investigations at the site with mixed results. From personal experience, many of these RAF bases do indeed seem to have unusual events occurring within them, and I wonder if the reason for this is simply the intense emotional energy that would have gone on here during their years of operation. Not only were there the ground support teams who had immense responsibilities in organising air offensives over the continent, but also the pilots themselves who were stationed here, waiting for their time to fly, many of them never making it back home alive.
So we've just come back for our investigation of Bungay, and we're a little bit more limited on where we can investigate than I'd initially hoped. Obviously, as you saw in the video, the castle's currently got work going on there, so we can't investigate there. Both of the pubs wasn't able to get access to. The churchyard in the centre of the town, I suppose we could have a look around, but it is right in the middle of the town, and there's constantly people and traffic going past there, so not really a suitable place to investigate. Which really leaves the stretch of road at the top end of Bungay, which again, it is just a stretch of road. How we'd investigate there, I don't really know. So the only place we have got the opportunity to investigate is former RAF Bungay, which is where we are right now. Now, since filming the introduction to this video, I've developed the plague. I feel absolutely terrible. I'm bunged up. I'm
You're
going to be
bungied.
Bunged up in
I'm all
Bungay.
bungied up, but I can barely hear anything. My ears are so blocked, so I'm not going to be any good at EVP. James, you've got the plague as well.
Yeah, we've all got the plague.
I haven't.
you're free of it.
I'm perfectly
So
healthy.
any
Yeah.
EVP type stuff now, we're just relying on you because we can't hear a thing.
Brilliant.
Eh? Oh. But yeah, so we're at the first set of buildings here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just basically walk through and see what we can find. You go, Nick.
Hundred walks in Britain.
1001 walk.
Sorry, I can't read, can I? I'm ill. Been here a little while, that's a mess from things I've had. Just goes round to that.
Little ledge bit.
Little leg. It's just more fun. Farmer's joke. So I'm guessing that means that this has been operated as or used as a farm storage buildings for quite a while then.
Yeah, I reckon since the war or since the 50s at least.
Back outside of it.
What was this car radio?
Stereo.
Yeah, in terms of hauntings here, most people that have come and that I've heard from here has been EVP or disembodied voices. I've not heard of anyone seeing anything here, but that doesn't mean that that's not a possibility.
I don't immediately feel like it's haunted. Like sometimes we go to locations and you can instantly feel like, oh, this is like. I feel like we're more likely to come across a homeless person than.
Yeah, I've had that in the back of my mind.
What, here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got homeless people bias, I've got more just like... It could just be literally just being used as farm storage. There's a ladder down there in case there's any high up bits we need to get to. We're heading to this one, yeah?
Yeah.
We continue to explore a number of the former RAF buildings on the airbase before stumbling upon what appeared to be the remains of an old farm.
Careful of rats.
Why is there a rat? Why is there careful with rats?
Okay, so there's rats. That's pretty helped that.
Go through that door. That one. Oh, there's two. That one. There's touching it. Also, I'm not skinny enough.
Oh, I didn't speak down that way. And then I think an old fort. do it up at one point. What an old cart.
I'm not sure if this is part of the old base.
Are we just at a farm?
I don't have my inhaler with me, so if I start dying, Luke can drive.
It's all right. I'm ill as well.
Is that sealed?
Yeah.
Definitely, though.
Yeah, I don't know if this is part of the RAF base or whether these are just farm buildings. I mean, the walls look like they're... The one to the left looks like the
There's a map of Inverness.
air base buildings.
I mean, it could have been, and then they just repurposed it.
Feels like we're going through like a horror trail.
Yeah.
Like we've just gone through like
the scariest jump out.
Yeah, like the scary, like the abandoned farmhouse
Yeah.
section of it.
Oh, that single light bulb.
Oh yeah, this is the feeder, isn't it? Or the milker or something.
Something got out there. This, I would say this is just farm buildings, this is not
Yeah, you don't reckon they are? They're not been converted.
No. I think this is like farm buildings from about the 1960s or 70s.
Yeah.
That's been left. But then it could be that they used these as part of the base.
Yeah, so I can't work out, because some of the walls look like they are made out of the same material as the airbase buildings, so I don't know whether they've kind of adapted them after the war.
The outside of that wall there, that looks a lot like Hatfield Heath.
Yeah.
But then I think at Hatfield Heath, did they have like a small farm bit that was on the side?
Yeah, I mean, loads of these air bases got just left to farmers after the war, so I suppose they just adapt them as needed, don't they? So some of this could well have been buildings from that time.
The thing is though, a lot of like, some of it, like this looks a lot newer,
Yeah.
but then there's parts of it that look like it's original from, unless it literally was a farm and got taken over by the RAF, but then I would have thought it'd be a little bit more like, well, it wouldn't have straw on the floor.
No.
Sort of thing.
Oh, it's been used since then, hasn't it?
Unless it was farm, then RAF, then farm again.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll keep looking. It might be the case that we come out of this and suddenly it's right there and we've been in the wrong bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been interesting. Interesting
I
spot.
don't know if you want to take the thorns or not, or go back the room.
Where is it? That's not too bad, we'll go out there anyway.
I don't have the trousers for that.
There you go, you.
If you could just like move it out of the way for me.
Just do that. See, what's that building? Oh, is there a light on that one? That there looks like a house.
Don't know if that's a light or whether that's a
From
light
that.
from there, yeah.
If we go up and left and just don't really want to go in a house, but then that might be a part of the base.
Like all of this, what is this? It's new looking, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Is it?
It's a bando.
Fucking hell, really?
Got a big old cross on it. I don't know what it is.
Well, I wasn't expecting to find this here.
Just be doubly sure. Because like I said, on the other side it looked like there was a light on that window. But these are all broken out, aren't they? If we just do a circle before we go for any doors. That's very strange. Look at the floor.
Hello? Hello? I just thought I'd say hello if there's anyone here.
Yeah. This is... Oh, that's Sophie walking.
Stairs, they're not broken or damaged.
Look at the wallpaper.
Is that a fireplace?
I don't quite know what to make of this.
These are... They're for moving chemicals, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Have we stumbled across the drugs lab?
It's not a drugs lab, but I almost get the feeling like this is someone's project they're working on.
Yeah.
Like we've stumbled onto a building site.
Yeah, but then it just looks so... Oh, Waitrose finest sparkling water.
There's something very strange about this.
Yeah,
I kind of half feel like we might have someone rock up and say, what are you doing in my house? But then,
What's the date on this?
Camera.
what? Jumper.
Yeah.
What's the date on the water?
Be on the lid, wouldn't it? Or on the
2024, it went out of date.
That's only last year. But then, like, the walls, they look like someone's been trying to paint them.
Like the beer.
They're worth quite a lot of money, they are.
What, San Miguel?
Yeah, and these. That's worth a few coins.
Be careful.
Those ones?
Do you know what they're for?
Yeah, they're for like, I think you can use it for like perfumers, or they're like medieval style distillery equipment.
Well, have you seen all these? All the beakers?
This is the thing that I'm slightly like, especially with that stuff that's in that shed. So I would say either this is we've stumbled upon an abandoned house with all the stuff left in it, that no one else seems to have come to, and there's no graffiti, there's barely any damage.
When you think about it, it's in the middle of nowhere. I think
But it's not.
I think someone has died, and there's nobody who's been able to, like, buy the property or whatever. And then somebody bought it. They were going to do work on it, hence why it's been gutted. But then they've run out of money, and that's why it's left.
You said that it's in the middle of nowhere, but it's also not, because we've come here to go to another place and just stumbled upon it being here.
And people have done the RAF base before.
People have done the RAF base. It's, you know what I mean? It almost feels too good to be true. And especially when it has the vibe of like, this is a project someone's working on and stuff. But it's just the fact that like all that is sort of set out. No one's come along and kicked it all to pieces.
No.
There's no graffiti.
No, nothing's
The
been...
wallpaper in there is like pristine.
Anything damaged has been damaged by time or by staff renovations.
But the thing that is weighing on my mind that's like we might be in the clear is the fact there's been no signs anywhere, no metal fences, nothing here. Oh yeah, careful of that floor.
Yeah, but you guys are love this.
How does it feel? 1 foot.
Same. And I'm here with the area.
See, they're the sort of lights you have for fixing up a building. There's a window in doors. Is that farm machinery? It sounded like I thought it was like a car driving up. The layout is so weird. It's like they've built this around the outside of the house. There's a window up there. Every step, be really careful. Isn't this just like the Rivenhall house?
Yeah.
Look like this. Do you remember there was weird little steps that just went up into other rooms?
It's like a made up house, isn't it?
It's insane, there's multiple walls. James, stop.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
What, hole in the ceiling?
Oh, where does that go to? We haven't been in that room. Unless that's the base. There's like a wine cellar. There's a wine cellar with an old-fashioned toilet in it down there.
I don't like how thin this floor is.
No, it does feel quite...
And I've got a track record.
Yeah. Oh, God, the angle of the floor in here. If that's a little... Famous last words, it was a little bit more solid.
It's like a funhouse floor. God.
I wish I could pick that up better on the camera, but every step, really careful.
There's bugs on the ceiling.
We might want to keep ourselves spaced apart a little bit. All just for...
That's like,
Peeling wallpaper.
it's a peeling wall.
So wasn't it weird as well? On the outside of the house, there's no signs of like, do not enter dangerous building.
That's just open.
Oh.
What?
Something's dead behind there.
You reckon?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean something's dead?
Look at all the bugs. There's going to be a dead animal behind there.
Oh.
Can we get off this floor now?
Oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I feel a bit sick.
Space between us, so just not have all the weight at one point. Sophie.
Waiting?
Oh God. I don't like the shape of the rooms. It's the most unsettling thing. I'll just go like down in the middle. So I'm surprised with stuff like that they haven't just gone to the effort of knocking the whole place down.
Unless they're not allowed.
This is amazing, really.
Yeah, judging by how this floor is, I don't want to go to the next one.
Well, especially stuff like that.
Yeah.
God, I can hear it creaking every now and again. Come on, fireplace.
It's really warm in here though.
It is.
Keep that forward, please. Shovel.
This is probably like that house at Riverhall. Oh, there's a new mattress in here.
I wonder if it was the work now.
I don't know what to make of it.
Look at them! Oh!
The flies.
Oh, the door.
Oh! Oh no, I can't be in here.
It's every single cell.
Oh, look at the ceiling!
Oh, fuck. I can hear them in the air.
Oh, yuck.
I think we should just call this one an Urbex Explore and we'll get out of here.
Oh, fuck. It's everywhere the torch touches.
That's because everywhere the torch goes, you see.
It's just that room there. Oh. Stop. I wonder if that picked up on the camera. I just heard a voice behind me go like, hey, like that.
Really?
Yeah. It's just that room there. Oh. Stop. It's just that room there. Oh. Stop.
Hello?
Like it reverberated in there.
This whole house is built so weird.
I don't really want to go back in there.
Sound is just going to explore.
There was a weird voice that was just like, hey.
We were close enough to it to pick it up.
I'm sure that weren't me or you.
I didn't say anything.
The flies.
Weird place.
We continued to explore the farmhouse, venturing into what seemed to be an endless labyrinth of rooms, each as unusual and perplexing as the next. We eventually made our way back outside when we discovered what appeared to be some kind of ruin in the garden, possibly that of an old church or maybe even an abbey.
So we've been here for a little while now looking around some of the buildings. It's a much bigger site than we all thought it was going to be, and we didn't think we'd come across that house here.
That was a complete stumble upon.
Yeah, Sophie,
find.
you've actually found out a little bit about it now, haven't you?
So I can't remember any of it, but
That was an abbey in the garden,
It was, yes, it was. So that the house is called. Can I say the house?
though. Yeah.
Yeah. So that house is called Abbey Farm, and in the, I suppose, garden there is remnants of an old abbey. Literally, it's just a wall that is all that remains. But the house is. I'll have to get it up on my phone.
I think you said it's medieval,
Yeah, so
earliest
it's got-
parts medieval.
It's got medieval parts, Tudor parts. It's been altered many times. It is a Grade 2 listed building.
So we were thinking it might be a newer house dressed up to look a bit older, but it is actually
It's actually
at
an old house.
least 600-700 years old.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Which would explain
explains
some
the
of the
floors.
windows on the inside
Yeah,
as well, because
yeah.
it's been extended. And
what I find that was, and it looks like it was on the market recently, so our suspicions that it had been starting to be renovated.
from what I found, it was at auction for $750,000.
Yeah, we got it for free. So we did find as well that the buildings we've been in already is just a tiny fragment of what is on former RAF Bungay. Right over the other side of the air base, there's a load more buildings.
The actual core of the base of it.
Yeah,
as well.
and as we've already expressed numerous times, myself and James are not very well men at the moment. So we're going to go over to...
Just a bit.
Reiterate.
You can hear it.
Trouble is, once you start coughing, you don't stop.
Yeah, so we're going to walk over to the... excuse me, I need a tissue now. Going to walk over to the other side of the base where these other buildings are to see if they're accessible, and then I think we're going to return in a couple of weeks' time to hit those.
It'd be nice to hit them
Watch
fresh
in a
off the
couple of
bat.
weeks' time, I'm ill.
Yeah. Hit them fresh off the bat.
But yeah,
In
we
a
just
better state.
we just thought we're going to pop over there and just see if they're accessible, and then we'll come back in a couple of weeks and maybe sort of focus it more as an investigation rather. I mean, today's been more of an explore, but I think I'd like to come back and actually hit them more so from a paranormal point
And
of
we
view.
were saying as well, with any luck, if that place is still in the state it is now, potentially even come back and maybe do an investigation in there if it's still accessible by that point.
Yeah, I mean, we know a bit of background on it now as well.
Yeah.
A fortnight later, we returned to the second area of RAF Bungay and were able to gain access, but due to the overspill of sound from a nearby factory and a number of the buildings apparently being security alarmed, the site proved unsuitable to carry out an investigation. We also went back to St Mary's churchyard in the town centre, but as expected, we were met with a great deal of noise pollution and people constantly walking by and through the churchyard, even at 1 AM, so again, this was not somewhere that we could viably carry out a thorough investigation. The town of Bungay really is filled to the brim with ghost stories and hauntings, and maybe one day in the future we may be lucky enough to gain access to a few more sites here to carry out full investigations.